broaden with this. What was I doing? I was getting my cord out. Where's the hole? That's what she said. That's what he said. That's what they said. Excuse me. You're my way. Thank you. Ugh. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you up here now? Got bored with your dad. I know, I am better. I know. I'm cooler. You knew. I know, girl. This new hair is so good. Ooh, what? That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna. It's a little tiny fly. Driftbox. Book 2. Expensive. You can only get that new. Oh, right there. It's like $5. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, I went into a zone. Thanks. Yeah, I chopped it all off. It's all gone. It's much needed. Izzy is distracted. Yeah, I got a free copy of the 3rd Dune book for Josh, but I can't find a copy of the 2nd one because it's not on my free swapping site. Oh, hi, buddy. So I was looking to see how much it would be to get used. It's still a little. Anyway. Drogo. You just show him your face. Show him your cute face. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. He don't want to show you his face. He's like, no, Mom, I don't want to do this. Oh, I'm sorry. How dare I? Okay. I just wanted them to see how cute you are. My bad. Sorry. I feel bad. Well, they don't want to see your butthole. At least that's off camera. Yeah, there you go. Show me your face. You're cute. Anyway. He's been ridiculous. You want to lay down? There you go. Lay down. This is my work from home thing that I do all day. Like, I sit here and I just have cats climb all over me all day. I'm waiting for him to get situated. Ouch. You're standing on my Kindle. Obi. Doesn't care. Nobody cares. See, you can see Obi's tail swishing. I don't know who's up in the... Bane's up in the cat tree. There we go. Okay. He gave up. Anyway, I just finished this book like an hour ago. I only had like 2 chapters left. I should have just finished it last night, but I was starting to fade. And I meant to finish it at work today, but I forgot to take a break at work today. I worked straight through my break. I didn't even realize what time it was. It's like, I'm like, well, now it's too late to take a break, so. But completely lost track of time, and then it was like 2 or 3, 4. So I'm like, yeah, it was super short. Yeah, I read it I could have read it in one day. I started it yesterday because I saw how short it was. I'm like, oh, I can read this in one sitting. And I intended to read it all in one sitting, but then my eyes started to go. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll finish these last like 2 chapters up in I was gonna do it on my break, but then I never took a break. So then I got home and did it then. But it did have pictures, yes. What is he doing? He's like you see his butt. Obi's like trying to get under the blanket. He's trying to get under. I don't know if you can see. Oh, Sansa's in there. Sansa is in there, and she's growling because he's trying to get in there too. Oh my god! Oh, he's in there. Yeah, I was wondering what the egg was for until once we got to like the egg part. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's hiding. I can see him from here, like or that little pocket. I can see his little eyeballs and his little tail sticking out. But that little like hole, like right. Oh god! Now he's gonna mess with him. This is the only part about working from home that's very distracting, is because like they do this all day, and then I can't help but stare at them. Everybody's up here. Bane. Sansa's in that blanket apparently. I never knew until he started going in there and she got mad. And so Obi and Drogo. And then Arya's right here on the floor staring at me. Looking cute as ever. Anyway. Yes, it was really fast. People outside, very loud. God, Memorial Day's coming too. It's going to be thunderous snow. It's going to be fireworks and crap. Ugh. It's very distracting. People outside going, woo, woo. Sorry. I'm trying to read and focus, and my brain is like, what is going on over there? I don't know. I think for me, I did take notes. I took some notes. I think I don't know because I just finished it. I don't know, but so far I think it's probably a 3-star. Like it was just okay. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was anything like phenomenal that we haven't read before. I was curious of like when this is supposed to be set. Did it say when this was? Oh, they did say at the beginning. They said the year because I was curious on what year it was supposed to be. Okay, 1928. Okay, that makes a lot more sense then. Okay, because I just bit my tongue. So I would think that I think it maybe a 3.5. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it was between wars. Yeah. Well, I was wondering because I went on a huge dive on the Bendolins, like a huge deep dive of the Bendolins because I was like, okay, I want to know if the depiction is all right. Yeah, the Bendolin honor code is actually a real thing. But today, I don't know how it was during this time period, but like today, the Bendolins are like some of like the nicest like people. Like you can go visit them and they will like shower you with hospitality for like 3 days until they bought, and like they'll do it without asking any questions. That's like part of like because they're Sunni. Most of them are Sunni, I believe, Muslim, and like that's well, before that they were like they predate their society, their culture predates Islam even. Like they believe in like the old Arab ways. Like yeah, I wrote down. Yeah, the ancient Arab values of like generosity and all that, and hospitality. So I was interested because I'm like, they're not like that now. Like they were, because I felt like they were like depicted in the book as like the villain. I think that's another reason why I didn't give it like 4 stars, because I was like about that, because I felt a little off. But I'm like, maybe they would have been during that period, because they were like the people who like kind of like controlled like that spice trade route there. But today they're kind of like persecuted, especially in Israel. I read a terrible article where like they were like kicked out of their homes in Israel. Like, it was really sad. Yeah. Yeah, that part didn't, yeah, it didn't really sit well with me there. I'm like, because this book was written in 2009. So it would have been after 9/11 in the US, which unfortunately is where I base a lot of stuff off of, because things start to get really weird in media. Well, things have always been weird in media for Arab culture for some reason. But yeah, I'm just like, didn't really sit well with me. But I like, yeah, because well, Kay Kelly said you read up on the honor code. You looked up the honor code, and yeah, the way I read it, at least today, but again, maybe things are different because this was a long time ago. But like the way I read the honor code was like, if you go to their tribe and they just welcome you in with open arms no matter what, and they won't ask you like any questions about where you're from or what you're doing there or anything. They won't ask you any questions about your life until 3 days are up. Like they just don't. It's just like considered extremely disrespectful to like ask you anything. They're just supposed to just accept you and with open arms. It's part of like their culture. That's, at least that's what I read. And so like this book kind of took, again, I could be wrong. I could be, because like maybe it was different during that time period. Maybe they were more aggressive, but felt like they kind of went away from it. But I don't know. It just felt a little weird, a little icky. But once I saw that they were like going to like Saudi Arabia and that, well, they're going to the sands of Arabia, whatever. Once I saw that they were going there, I was like, I don't know. I was probably hyper analyzing how the Arab people in the book were portrayed, because I did just have that class where it was like about Arab it was Euro Arab cinema was the name of the class. So I'm like hyper aware of it now, which is not a bad thing. So I might have like hyper analyzed it a little bit more than I probably meant to. Oh, Tintin. I never read Tintin either. I've seen it and I've heard of it, and I know like I think my sister read it. Yeah. Yeah, I thought there would be more beasts too. I was kind of bummed that there wasn't. I was bummed that the dodo didn't come along, first off. I was really upset about that. And even like the gremlin, we didn't get that much of the gremlin, which I loved the gremlin, but we didn't get that much. After Nate yeeted him off the freaking plane, her brother off the plane, just yeet. Yeah, and the gift was the oil. Yeah. Yeah. And and then the oil was like portrayed as something like good. Like they're like, oh, there's a lot of like things and I think a lot of people would argue that the oil industry devastated like a lot of that area. But I mean it did help some people, but I don't think the Benduins really truly benefited that much, considering they're nomadic. Well, now today they're like semi-nomadic because a lot of their land has been taken away. Yeah, they were taking something away without. Yeah, that's true too. Like I do kind of feel like there was a little bit of like colonialism vibes with that, with the fact that like this woman just comes into like the sands of Arabia. She just comes in and she just like what? She just thinks she has ownership over this phoenix egg, like that she can just come in and just not interact with like the people. Like what? You just take it because you think that you're I don't know what, you're like privy to that? Why? It's not even on your land. Yeah, I like the adventure element. Sorry, I'm behind in the chat and I'm slow. Yeah, I like the adventure element too. Yeah, I did like that part. And yeah. The plane, yeah. I think the plane, yeah. The plane bit was probably one of my favorite like yeah, especially when he's like strapped with like a cord. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah. What did she say? She was like, I'm beautiful or something like that. I liked that part too. I liked the part that he drew. Like I liked his like drawings. Yeah. I love the dodo. I miss the dodo. There should have been more of the dodo. I don't know why the dodo spoke, but yeah, I was surprised the dodo didn't come along too. Like you introduced that character, and I really liked that character. I thought he was like funny, and him and Nate like have that conflict. But yeah, I think the only thing that the Phoenix like they did for the Phoenix was they kind of watched the egg, and I think he made sure that the wind didn't blow out the fire because he kept checking the egg to make sure the egg was staying warm. But I think that's what happened because the egg has to stay warm. So technically, they did something ish. He did something, but eh. Yeah, yeah. I did like to see his growth because he like at the beginning of the book, he's kind of annoyed me at the beginning of the book. Like he was just like, I'm like, no wonder your parents never trained you. You're like scared of your own shadow, kid. Yeah, the dodo takes care of the house. I guess. I mean, he can speak and everything, so I don't know. So he's the governor of the prop of the estate. No, yeah, they didn't need to keep the egg now. Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up that the lady's just like, okay, and takes her money and just leaves. I think she's also, because they said at the end that like Aunt Phil wants to talk to her, and I think she's in trouble. I think these letters, I think the letters that the parents were probably sending him, because aunt whatever, she said like, oh, there had to have been letters. That's what we do. We send letters. So the fact that he never got a letter, and he like hadn't seen his family, like the whole family situation is very interesting to me. Like he hadn't seen his family for like what, years? I don't know, months? I don't know. He's just left on his own. Why even have a kid? First off, I'm just like, I'm like trying to understand the logistics of like this whole family, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. There was quite a few things that I'm like, I have so many questions. Yes, unwilling adventure. Yeah, yeah. Because he doesn't know anything because he wasn't trained, and maybe that's what would have been in the letters to like start his training. Maybe Mrs. Lumpton is, yeah, Mrs. Lumpton, yeah. Yeah, maybe she was just in it for the sum. Maybe she knew that there was a sum, and maybe she's behind the parents' disappearance. I don't know. I think it's interesting that the aunt wants to talk to him though, because I want to know what he has to ask her. Oh yeah, yeah. It did feel like Series of the Fortunate Event, like younger than Series of Fortunate Events. Yeah, definitely. Which also kind of is probably why the. It's probably another reason I just hit myself in the face. It's probably another reason why the like the Bendowins portray kind of like sits weird with me, because like I think it sits even weirder with me because it is for a young age too. So like a kid's not going to look up the Bendowins. A kid's just going to assume that, the Bendowins are bad. And I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be fine if the people weren't around anymore, but they are really around and they really are persecuted. So it's like, it's icky. little icky. Yeah, I want Aunt Phil to kick Miss Lumpton's ass. We do. We do. I think that's a big theme in like children's book is family issues, which I think is a good thing, that there's these weird family dynamics in books, because like every family's different. And like I know for me, like Series of Unfortunate Events was such a safe space book kind of thing for me. Like it was my safe space. Because I had such a messed up family. Like my mom was really weird. But I don't know. And like my parents were going through like a divorce right around the time that Series of Unfortunate Events came out. So like I don't know. I don't know if it felt better to watch a family, like watch kids that were worse off. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to say that. That sounds awful. But it's like, I don't know. Or to see these kids be so strong, even though they were facing like terrible shit happening to them. And maybe that's why I like that theme in books. I don't know. But we do read a lot that have family problems. I just like choked on my own saliva. Yeah, and take the tidy sum back. A bomb. Yeah. Yeah. And like it was like, yeah. I think that's why I'm like so like some people have Harry Potter, like that's their like their I don't know, their books. mine was always series of unfortunate events, which is good because at least they're not written by a piece of shit. Well, I don't think so. Maybe he is. I don't know. I've never met him, but yeah, there. That series is like my. That's why I'm always biased. This is why when other people read them and they don't like it, I'm like, like, are you sure you don't like it? Because I can't tell if the books are actually good anymore, or if I'm just biased. Mm. You didn't have a series like that growing up? Yeah, that was my series. Unfortunately, Events was my series. I don't know what my sister's was. My sister, I'm sure my sister had one too, but I don't know what it would have been. Maybe Judy B. Jones. She really liked Judy B. Jones. I never got into that. That was too old for that. But I remember she had a lot of them. And then she got into manga. Oh yes, the Ronald Dahl books. Yep. I read a lot of those growing up too. They weren't my safe space books or whatever. I don't know what to call them. My favorite books. But yeah, I read all the Ronald Dahl stuff. Hi, Dane. he just went like this on my chair, on my little chair. He looked up at me and then he left. Oh, there he is. Hi, buddy. Somebody scratched his nose. Somebody scratched his nose, didn't they? It's healing though, good. It's healing good. Yeah. It's just a little scratch. Come on up, bud. Come on. Come on. Plenty of room. Stop rubbing against everything and get up here. Come on. Come on, chunky boy. Big boy. You're heavy. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, there he is. Rubbing against the door. Oh, the PFG. Mine was witches. I loved the witches. Hey, buddy. Love you. Love you. Hey. Oh, Jesus. Almost fell. Yeah, I know you did. I know you almost fell. Dude, you okay? Whew, that's scary. Maybe you shouldn't be balancing on a tiny little armrest when you're a huge cat. Jesus, you're gonna fall. You fucking weirdo. I got you. I got you. Lay down. Dork. He's purring. So the almost falling to his death didn't scare him that much. My nose itches. Ah! Ooh. Ouch. Okay. You are going to be kicked off my lap very shortly because you are digging your claws into me and it really does not feel good for me. Oh yes. I think I've read all of his books. Yeah, I read all of them growing up. But yeah. Yeah, they don't really sit well these days. He doesn't really sit well. But yeah, I still own his books. I'm sure they're here somewhere in my kids section. But yeah, I read all of his stuff growing up though, so I don't need to read them again anyway. But yeah, I said that about a book not too long ago. I said because there was a book. Oh, on Instagram, someone recommended a book to me. I'm not gonna say who, but someone recommended a book to me, and I said, I'm like, I heard some things about like, and it sucks because it's like their favorite book, and I'm like, I heard some things about that book, and I'm just, no, it's just, it was on my TBR, and then it got removed because I'm just like, no, I'm good. There's plenty of other books in the same vein. I just, there was a book on my shelf. Like I'm going through my OwlCrate. I've been binging a lot of OwlCrate books because I've just been using the Libby app to get like, ouch, God, you're drooling all over me, Bane. and you're clawing the crap out of me. And it really does not feel good at all. It's really like absolutely awful, actually. You're making me soaked all over with your drool. Your nose looks really good, though. It's healing really nicely. You're very distracting. What I forget what I was saying. Oh, I've been going through the Owlcrate books. That's what I was saying. And I have Wicked Saints is one of the books that they gave, but then like a lot of stuff came out where that like book like was like anti-Semitic and shit. So I don't know what to. It was like a special edition throughout. And it's like I don't know what to do with it. Could just donate it, or do I just hold on to it and let it sit on my shelf and rot? I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. But I'm like, that's one that I don't plan on reading out of like, but it sucks because the edition, like the cover's really pretty, and the like the edition that they sent is really, really pretty. It's a really pretty book outside, but from what I've heard about the inside, yeah. And I don't feel comfortable reading it. So I'm like, but I don't know. Yeah, still own them, but don't read them. Yeah. Like I have, like, I think it's in that room now because I can't, it's funny because like I can't stand to look at them, but I still own them. The Harry Potter books, like, I'm not going to get, like, what's the point of getting rid of them? Especially because I have like the first 3 or 2 and 3. I can't remember. I have a couple of them in the illustrated. How expensive those were. I'm like, I'm not just going to donate them. And I'm like, oh, that's the money I put in. The same, that's how I feel with like this stupid Wicked Saints book, because like that was like I'm never gonna read it, but I paid for it and now I own it. I already gave the money to these people, so I just keep it. It's out of sight, out of mind over there. Like, yeah, I can't like. I don't know. I'll never buy the rest of the illustrated editions because I will not give that woman another cent. I don't care. It will not. Do have but I'm never gonna read them again. Maybe when sounds terrible, but she's kind of a terrible person. So, but I don't really like Harry Potter's really overrated anyway. So. Whoa. That I look at and I'm like, yeah, I'm not reading that one. But the Harry Potter room, because I can't look at them. They're not on this pretty well. This is a mess right now because I'm moving everything around, but it's not on my rainbow shelf. I couldn't look at them anymore. Like, like let's just put them in that room. Just. Oh, yeah, the illustrations are beautiful, but I wonder if they've done. Maybe they have, and I just don't know. Don't they have illustrated editions of The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books? Up in my mind, but if they don't, they should do that. Like big versions of that. There's little ones. How little ones? Ouch! Unboxing and flip through. I don't want to hear you talk. Don't talk. Don't talk. Don't talk. Don't talk. Shh. Shh. Mute. Sorry. I know you're gorgeous, and I'm so excited that you're going to show me what's in those books. But I don't want you to talk because I will get thrown off of every. Assume that I stole something. Are they actually illustrated, or are they just illustrated on the end pages? Because that's not illustrated. Yeah, that's not illustrated. Oh, they have like 2 in them. Okay. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. No. Okay. Well, some of the Harry Potter books are like thick. It's like they could do part 1, part 2 and divide it up like they did. I think that's what they were doing with the illustrated editions, weren't they? Or no, they weren't. Maybe they were. I don't know because I'll never get them again. Oh yeah, some books tucked away in bags. Yeah. 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 The one I just saw, the illustrated edition I just saw wasn't like the Harry Potter illustrated ones. They're like they're not they have illustrations inside, but it's not like every page is I would want that for Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. Like they could do it, they could break it up. They could do like one or two. I'm surprised it's not my internet, but mine seems like it's going good. Josh is gaming right now, so I'm surprised it's not breaking. God, Bane, you are so heavy. Ouch. I'm so sorry, buddy, but my legs are numb. You weigh 3,000 pounds. I'm sorry. You weigh like so much. Yes, you're very cute, but you're heavy. He's mad at me because I put my legs down. I'm sorry. He is huge. He's such a big cat. He's just big. He's just a big cat. He's not like well, I mean, he is kind of fat. He's probably overweight, but he's just big too. He's just a big buff cat. That's my water. Don't. You have water down there. And in the bathroom. There's like a bowl in the bathroom too because you're weird and you want to drink out of the tub. So I put a bowl in the tub. Leave it. It's my water. You butthead. I don't trust you. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, see that's oh thank God. Ouch. Yeah, there's like a bowl in the tub because sometimes they won't drink water from the I gotta get a new cat fountain. I used to have one, but it got all our water here is really like I don't know. What is it? Like limey? Is that the word? Like lime in it? I don't know. It's really hard. It's hard water. And it even if I run it through the filter, like the water purifier, it's still like cakes onto the like fountain. So unless you're like scrubbing the fountain every single day, it doesn't like work. But yeah, cats are no. Oberyn, Obi, you butthead. He just ran across. I'm surprised he didn't break it. Yeah, what works for my kitties? Well, they gotta drink, and if they won't drink from the fountain, well, I mean, if they won't drink from the bowl, then I gotta put water all over the house so they so they at least drink, and they drink out of the one out of the tub all the time. Why do you look high? He's just sitting here now. He's just sitting off camera. Yeah, you're cute, but why did you do that? He's handsome. Oh yeah, my cats do that. They drink from the faucet. Lately, um I lost my train of thought. Lately, Arya. That's who I was thinking of. Arya's been sleeping in the sink in the bathroom. It's her new favorite spot. And in the morning, she wants you to turn on the water so she gets wet from the sink. And then she'll stare at the water while it comes out then. And that's her new favorite thing to do in the morning. I'm like, okay, whatever. Friends, grammar. Oh, grammar. Oh yeah, I'm officially. That's right, because I did graduate. I've graduated since we last talked. I'm officially an English major graduate. I'm an English graduate officially. And guess what? I still don't know crap about grammar. And grammar is still something I don't care about. That is what spell check is for. I didn't mention it for the praise. I just mentioned it because just so you don't feel bad, because I still can't spell. I can't spell worth a damn. I still don't know where commas go half the time. Did I really even learn anything? Get off, dude. The audacity. The audacity. Yeah, go bug him. I don't even know who that is. Drogo. I think Sansa's still in that blanket. Water cat. My other cat, Sansa, likes to take baths, so none of them are afraid of water at all. Sansa likes to dip her tail in the bathtub while I take a bath and just like let it go around. And... yeah. Where's Waldo but cats? Yeah. Oh, thank you for congratulations. Yeah. I'm happy to be done. It still isn't like sunk in that I'm not going back yet. I don't think like that I graduated. It still isn't sunk in. I still haven't gotten my degree yet, like my paper in the mail, my piece of paper. I haven't gotten it yet. It hasn't come in the mail yet, but I don't know how long it's supposed to take. But I don't know if that will like make it sink in for me, or when summer's over and I'm supposed to be going back, like for fall, if that will, I think that's when it's going to sink in that like, oh yeah, you're not going back. But I graduated with honors, so suck it. But Waldo cats, lots of free time. I don't, not yet. I don't really feel like I have free time yet. I don't know. Just I'm still like coming down from like last weekend I graduated, or no, the 13th I graduated, and then this past weekend we went to New York City because why not? And then this weekend is a holiday. Not that it matters. I'm not gonna celebrate, but like so I've just been kind of like going. So I haven't like it hasn't sunk in yet. And I was talking to a friend today. She has her book is coming out in August. Her book is coming out in August. And we were talking about writing and books and all that. And I said that I'm not setting any like plans on how I write or any of that, because that's clearly going to be like the main focus after graduation, was to maybe finish a book. But I'm not doing any of that until I go on vacation, till after I come back from vacation. I'm not worrying about it because I go on vacation not next week, but the week after. So it's like, it's been so busy that it's like, ugh. And I'm thinking that's like the same way it's going to be with like me doing YouTube stuff again, like, and making videos and content again is going to be after vacation. Then I can start getting into a little bit of a routine, as much a routine as my ADHD will allow. But it just happened. So I'm still like, oh yes, my Insta stories. Yeah, we went on a whim. Like we saw Blue Man Group, which was awesome. And my playbills are actually right here for what we saw. And then we saw Hadestown, and we've been singing it. I can't hum any of it because I'll get flagged. But yeah, we saw Hadestown, and we've been singing it since. We can't get the damn songs out of our head. It was so good. Definitely recommend. Just it was phenomenal. The Lillis White plays is playing Hermes right now on Broadway, and if you don't know who she is, she's the voice of the Muses in the Hercules animated movie. And like the instant I heard her voice, I'm like, I know that voice. And then like at intermission, I'm like looking through the playbill, I'm like, I knew who she was, and she was like our favorite character. Like she was phenomenal as Hermes, just absolutely delightful. Love her voice, just And then randomly on Sunday before we left, we're like, let's go see if we can get tickets for another show. Why not? Because we didn't have any plans. And we went to the MoMA, the Modern Art Museum. Got to see some Salvador Dali. Got to see some Frida Kahlo. Starry Night was supposed to be there, but we couldn't find it because we were like running low on time because we were going to go see this. And we got Rush tickets for this. If you don't know what they are, because I didn't, I had to Google it. They're like, if you go to like the box office in person, early before the show, you can get sometimes you can get Rush tickets, which are like them trying to like fill the seats, and the tickets are like half price. So we ended up paying $40 to each to see Life of Pi, and this was phenomenal. It was so good. This was just a play; it wasn't a musical, but it was magical and beautiful and fun, and the puppeteering was so good. It was heartbreaking, and it was just it was so good, so good. It was so good. But anyway, it was I saw some great things. Amazing. Oh yes, I know I'm behind on Shannon's videos too. Sorry, Shannon. I'll get caught up eventually. I'm still getting into things again. Yeah, I knew her. Like her voice is iconic. She's beautiful. I own the Life of Pi book. Now I want to read it. Josh had seen the movie. So he knew what was going to happen and he knew the story, but he loves the movie. He said the movie was really good, and the play was just. So now I'm going to have to read the book next. And I haven't seen the movie, so I'll have to watch the movie. But yeah, it was. I cried. But to be fair, I cried during Hadestown too. I cried during both. I did not cry during Blue Man Group. I laughed a lot. Blue Man Group was phenomenal too. Really, it was just really fun. Yeah. Yes, Dali. I love me some Salvador Dali. Like he was not a good dude by any means. He was not a good dude. But yeah, I love his work though, it's kind of one of those instances where it's like the artist, but he's dead. So you know what? It's not like I'm supporting him financially. It's different with like the whole J.K. Rowling because she's still alive and she's still talking shit. But yeah, he wasn't a very good dude, but I do love his work. But Frida Kahlo, I hadn't seen any of her work in person. It's the first time I saw her stuff in person, and that was just. I didn't post anything from the museum. I was gonna post like a photo dump of just that stuff, but I didn't get to it. But we were rushing through that building because we had to get to the show, and it's like we missed like half the stuff anyway, which I hate doing. I hate rushing through a museum. Oh, you know what rush tickets are because you used to work in a box. Yeah. Yeah. See, I had no idea because I never experienced it before. Oh, one day you'll make it to New York City. New York is like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Like my parents, I always tell my dad because they have like like you can you can do it yourself because it's like a self-guided tour, but you can do like a like a Ramones walking tour. And oh, we did that too. We also went and we saw the old location of CBGB's. But you can do like a Ramones walking tour, and like the Ramones are like my dad's favorite band, so you think he would want to do that, but he won't ever go to New York City. But what we do is we park outside of the city, and we park in like New Jersey, and then we take the train in because then we don't have to drive in the city, and it's way easier. It's like a 3-hour drive from here to the parking garage, and hope no one messes with your car while you're in the city. But and then Josh had a free. It's very loud. But he had a free stay at a hotel on one of his credit cards to use up one of his points, his reward points or something. I don't know. I don't ask. And so we had a free night, so we stayed there, and he shot the wrong guy, he said. So I'm thinking that he's losing of his own fault. But yeah. Oh yeah, Life of Pi. Yeah, Life of Pi it was really beautiful. It was really good. The puppeteering was really awesome too, like with all the animals. Like oh, it was really cool. But yeah, if you went to New York, you wouldn't want to leave. It's like New York is it's just a city. It's like people act like it's like some of this grand place. It's just a city. I hate Times Square, which unfortunately you have to go through to get to Broadway, because it's like right in the thick of it. And I absolutely hate it there. It's my least favorite part of the city. I hate it so much. And yet, every single time I've gone to the city with Josh, he has drugged me through Times Square. And he knows that I hate it. Yeah, I cannot stand Times Square. It's the worst part of the city. Um, I know that it's a big touristy place and thing, and I just can't stand it. But the city itself is actually, yeah, there's a lot to see. There's a lot to do. I went to the bookstore. I got a new tote bag. But oh, but he's on top of it. Well, he's on top of a lot of tote bags, but like there's just a pile of tote bags there. Oh, but he's cute, so oh, okay. I was gonna get it and show it to you, but it says I got a new tote bag from the Strand bookstore, which if you're in New York City, you have to visit because it's like an independent bookstore. It's one of the oldest in New York City. It is the oldest, I think, in New York City, and it's just phenomenal. But I got a new tote bag that says the Strand bookstore on one side, and then on the other side it says a well-read woman is a dangerous thing or something. Awesome. And I got a couple books, but Paris. I've never been to Paris, but I've heard that Paris is not what people expect. But no, New York City is great. Just Times Square is just. Mm-mm. But it's definitely worth a trip, and there's so much to do. So much to do. You'll definitely like. Well, you live all the way on the other side of the country, so I was gonna say it's like definitely more than one trip kind of visiting thing. But I like there's a lot of food, any food that you're looking for, any food that you're looking for. It's a huge melting pot of a city. Um, so literally any food that you want, whatever you're craving, you will find it in at least one of the boroughs. Um, but yeah, there's a lot to do, a lot to see. Anything. Oh yeah, we do that usually when we go to places. We get museum passes because they get you into like Germany had one of those. I forget what it was called. I think it was called Musea Pass or something. But um, Berlin. I mean, Berlin had one of those. Rome has one. It's called the Roma card. Really original naming. But yeah, and yeah. I think what else? Yeah, it got you into like every museum. We went to like so many museums the first time in Rome because of that pass. The second time in Rome, we didn't get it because we didn't go into as many museums because we had already gone into so many. So we went to other things, and we didn't really use the subway as much. We just got the subway cards, I think. But yeah, I mean, if you're into bright lights and overstimulation, then Times Square is the place for you. But I hate it. He is very loud. God. Yeah. Some people love Times Square. I can't. It's like it's just immediately loud and overwhelming, and the sights, the sounds, and bright lights. It just, and then at night, it's like, for my brain, it's like times 3, and I think it's the ADHD or the anxiety. I don't know, but I think it's the ADHD that like makes me like go into sensory overload, and I just like I hate it, but some people like it. But the city itself as a whole is, yes, I definitely recommend visiting if you can. And like I said, it's got good food. Good food. When I went to New York City by myself the first time, which don't tell Josh, he can't hear me because he's too busy screaming at his games. Don't tell Josh, but I had way more fun when I went by myself. Because I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I just like to go and I just like to wander around. Like, I just like to wander around. I like to go to the bookstores because there's so many. I like to go to the bookstores, like to go to the parks, like to get a coffee, get a slice of pizza, maybe a burger. You know, I'm really boring. And and I went to the library when I was there by myself, and it was June, so they had a whole Pride exhibit in their big library there. So I went and saw the exhibit, and it's a library that's in it's in quite a few movies, but it's the library that's in Day After Tomorrow, if you've ever seen that. But yeah, and I just wandered around. I saw the Pride exhibit. I just did nothing all day. Josh asked me that. He goes, "What did you do when you came to New York City?" Nothing. Nothing. I bought some books. I rode the subway a few times. I rode the subway to go out to this place because I wanted I'd heard of this vegan burger place in East Village, and I wanted to go to that. Oh, and I went to some record shops. But yeah, I took the train out to that, even though the subway, which I didn't need to do because I could have walked there, but I didn't. I was lazy. But a burger was really good. But no, I did nothing, and I had a great time. I had a great time by myself. I burped by myself. Oh, and I saw the Flatiron Building. I went to see that. But yeah, doing absolutely nothing, wandering around. And when I took the subway, I came out at the wrong stop, and I realized, like, I came out the Times Square stop, but I needed to go like a stop down. And I remember, because I hate Times Square, but I remember that was the first time I saw Times Square. I popped up, and I went out, and I saw that I was at Times Square, and I'm like, I went and I did a 180 and just went right back down the stairs, back into the subway to get back on the train to go the other way, to go one more stop up, because I'm like, whoops. Because I wasn't paying attention and I got off on the wrong side. And yeah, and I hate Times Square. I popped up, saw all the lights. I'm like, no. But yeah. But Josh is more of I want to do all the touristy things, and I want to actually do things, which is good because he forces me to actually do things. But I'm also lazy, and I like to not do anything sometimes. We saw a rat when we were there. We were walking back from the theater from Hadestown. We saw a chunker. It was a chunker. It was a good looking rat. Yeah, he came out to get some food and booked it back in. He's a big old guy. You'll get those in like every city though. little chunky. He's eating good. But anyway, sorry. Tangent of New York. Yeah, see, Josh is very much like go, 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 go. See all the things, and I'm like, nah. But it works out because without him, I would never see anything. And without me, he would never like sit the hell down. So it works out, balance each other out. But he booked this whole trip and like the tickets and everything. We were talking about like what shows to see, and I said how I really wanted to see Hadestown, like it was pretty high up on my list. And that was without like, I purposely made sure that I didn't like even listen to the soundtrack beforehand. I knew what it was about, but that was it. But that was at the top of my list of musicals. Well, Hamilton, but those tickets are absolutely fucking ridiculous. Life of Pi was the last minute though decision. We just randomly went to see it, but it was really good. And Hadestown was clearly amazing because I can't get the damn soundtrack out of my head. I've been listening to it since. Like, it's just always on now. It's ridiculous, but anyway, tangents. Sorry. It wouldn't be a live chat if I didn't do a tangent or two. What time is it? 8? There's still birds chirping out there. I meant to go to my garden today, but I did not. So I'm going to have to do a lot of gardening this weekend. And yeah. You're going to come and help me, Bane? I know I should get a little cat backpack I can bring you and put you on a leash and tie you to one of my bamboo plants and you can mull about. Not bamboo plants, bamboo stick things. Yeah, people bring dogs to the garden. Why can't I bring you to the garden, huh? He's like, I don't want to go outside. But disappointed or confused, there are no tangents. Yeah. Who knew that I had ADHD? I think Josh like still doesn't believe that I like have ADHD, and I'm like, how can you not? Like, and I like, oh my god, like it's so noticeable now that I know that I have it. It's like when I'm like before I went on my little hiatus, my unannounced hiatus from YouTube because I was trying to focus on school, on social media in general. I was still on social media. I was still on Instagram all the goddamn time, but I didn't make any content really. But before I went on like my sabbatical, my hiatus, I would my editing of my videos is just a nightmare. It's a nightmare. And then I get bored editing, and so I throw the whole thing away. And it's like, how did you not know that you had ADHD? Because what the hell are you talking about half the time when you're making those videos? It's just so much like off topic, and I'm just like, edit this whole section out. Delete. There's 3 minutes gone. Anyway. I don't know why that's relevant, but I like my notes. And we talk about that. Oh, the fact that she's Philomela, whatever her name. It reminded me of Kunk on Earth. I don't know if you've watched it. If you have Netflix and you haven't watched Kunk on Earth, it is hilarious. It is a fake history documentary. Yes, it's a series. It's Kunk, Cunk, on Earth. It is British. It's a BBC type comedy. style. So if you like English stupid humor, you like that kind of humor. It's got the one girl from Afterlife. I don't know if you've watched that. Afterlife is phenomenal. Afterlife is one of the most underrated TV shows on Netflix, and it really disappoints me that more people haven't watched that show, because Afterlife is just it is such a good show. But it is a lot, but it is one of my favorite. It's definitely one of my favorite shows, probably because I relate so much to the main characters, like just the things he says. Like, I've said that kind of shit, but whew, it is heavy. Yeah, it is heavy. It is heavy, but it's really good, but it is heavy. But anyway, Kunk on Earth is the woman who's like obsessed with Kevin Hart. I don't know if she mentions it in the first season, but like she's obsessed with Kevin Hart. She works in the office with him. She also like asks him about like why he doesn't believe in God, and that character. But Philomela Kunk, it's the character. But she, so so that character goes on. She has her own show. Apparently she had it on like BBC as well, but like there's also the Netflix one. And Kunk on Earth is like a fake history documentary. Like she's traveling around and she's going, but she's interviewing like real historians and real people, and like they all know that this is fake. Like they're told ahead of time that this is not real. But she asks them like some of the most ridiculous questions. No, I think it's a different thing. I think it's a different thing. I don't think she's Philomela Kunk in Afterlife, is she? I have to Google it. Oh, she had a Kunk on Britain series. I don't know what her character's name is on Afterlife. Oh, she's in The Sandman? Didn't know that. Oh, she had a Kunk on Other Humans in 2019. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Where the hell is Afterlife in her IMDb? Oh, there it is. No, she's Kath in that show. So that's a whole different character. But Philomela Kunk is her character on there. On Kunk on Earth. But yeah, it is hilarious. It is hilarious. It's so funny. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, Philomela, since they mentioned the aunt being Philomela, that is how I got. All I could think about the entire time was Kunk on Earth, and I'm just like, so then I had to rewatch. I was watching like an episode like last night, like while I read, because that's the ADHD. I can do more than one thing at once. But yeah, it's very British humor, very stupid, but so funny. But like I said, she interviews like real historians and stuff in that show, because it's like a fake history thing. and they like I saw like the one episode, the guy is struggling to like not break. Like you can see him physically struggling. But like a lot of them like play it so well of not like, you know, not like breaking. But I would have lost my shit with some of the stuff she has. But they're real historians and stuff. And of course, like the history stuff is just random and made up a lot of times. It's hilarious, so it's really funny. But Anyway, I randomly got that because of Philomela, and I wrote it down in my notes so that way I remembered. Oh, and Afterlife, yes. I want to rewatch Afterlife because I loved it so much. Josh didn't like it as much, but I loved that show. It's really, you should have won all the awards, in my opinion. I love it. I think Ricky Gervais, like his, like just phenomenal. I also watched his other show, but which is probably not okay. Probably not really acceptable, where he plays a special person. And what is the name of that show? The hell's the name of that show? It's on Netflix. But like that show was really really good too. But I know a lot of people had problems with it, and it is a little. Excuse you. It is a little yeah. But it was actually a really sweet show. Derek, yes, Derek, that's the show. It was actually a really sweet show. I really liked it, but I do understand people would have issues with it. But I think like Ricky Gervais is actually I like him as an actor. I like him like as a person too. Well, I've never met him, but like every time I've seen like any interview with him, I don't know. Seems like a nice guy. Seems like I would vibe with him pretty well. But he's like a good actor. Like I don't know. I'm biased though, but Afterlife is so good. Yeah. Yeah. Very skilled. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think he gets enough credit. Like, because I've said that before, and Josh is like, and I'm like, I think he's a really skilled actor, but I mean, look, and he also did The Office, the original Office. Like David Brent, like he invented that character, and it's like, it's just great. It's just good stuff. It's just good stuff. We also watched, this is not anything related, but we just watched, God, I forget which streaming service it was on because we have every 1,000 streaming services, all 300 of them. But we just watched Eugene Levy has a travel show, and it was really good. But I can't remember what it's called, and I can't remember what streaming service it's on. But we just watched that too, and that was good. And of course, I've been watching Drag Race All Stars, but that's not important. I mean, it is, but I don't even know who I want to win it yet. But I'm watching Drag Race All Stars. Yes, that's it. The Reluctant Traveler. Yes, that was really good. Yeah. If you like traveling shows, it's a really good travel show. But it's random. We just randomly watched it. And of course, we're watching Ted Lasso and all that. But Canada's Drag Race. Yeah. Well, Jimbo on All Stars this season is Canadian. So they just won. Spoiler alert. They just won the last week's challenge. Last week's challenge? No, the challenge before last week. Can't remember. Was it last week's challenge or the challenge before? It was the challenge before. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah. There's so many drag race shows though, which is good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, especially since they're trying to ban it. Last season's drag race was really good. Last season's last season's drag race. But some people said it was really boring. I really liked last season because we had Sasha Colby, who we knew since episode 1 was gonna win. But and Anitra was my favorite. I really wanted Anitra to win. But yeah, it was a good season. Belgian Drag Race too. Wow. I wish I had all these. I just have just regular and All Stars. Yeah. Yeah, Jimbo and All Star. Yeah. I love Jimbo's like drag. It's just great. Yeah. Yeah, last season was good. I really liked last season's. But some people didn't. I thought it was really good. I like Anitra. Anitra is my favorite. Um, but yeah, I'm watching All Stars now because it's coming out, and I don't know who my favorite is. I love Drag Race. It's so fun. It's so fun, especially now. It's now especially like in the U.S. when they're like some of these stupid southern states. No offense to the people who live in those stupid southern states. It's not you or your state that's stupid. It's your politicians that are stupid. So vote them the hell out. So that way I can stop calling your state stupid. But like Tennessee, like is trying to like ban drag and that. I'm like, just stop. Like y'all suck. But yeah, it's just the book banning, the drag race banning, the trans bans, like all this shit. Just stop. It's like it's such a like not to get too political, which I don't consider these things political things. These are more human rights things. They're not political. They shouldn't be political. But some politicians make it political because they don't have anything better to do. That's what I feel like. I feel like the Republican Party doesn't have a real agenda. They don't do real work. So they come up with these niche issues to like take away rights from people because they're lazy and they don't want to do real work and they don't want to actually do things that are going to help their communities. So they attack people within their own community instead because they are weak and lazy and pathetic. And that's my soapbox moment. Leave people the hell alone and do your fucking job. Crazy liberal, I guess, because I want people to just live. but yeah, like so it's a good thing that there's like all these drag races to watch, like, and that I can't keep up because it's a good thing. Because damn it, we need some joy somewhere. Yeah, they don't have a real agenda. Like they don't do real work. So they just so they come up with this stuff to distract from the fact that they don't do real work. It's like, ugh. What did I post? I posted something on my stories. I saw something today where it was like, sad pathetic man wants to like make the whole country pathetic now or something with DeSantis running. Uh, oh, I haven't seen Beef yet. I haven't seen Beef. Is it a movie? It's a movie, right? Or is it a show? I'm really bad with the movies. Oh, it's a show. Okay. Josh, I told Josh that I wanted to watch it, but we have so many other things, like on streaming services that are starting, like we're on free trials on all the other streaming services. So we're trying to watch all that stuff. I'll have to ask him I think he wants to watch Beef, so I don't think I can watch it without him. Which is annoying. Like there's like, I always do. Like I started watching Yellow Jackets. And I had to stop because Josh wants to watch it now. So now I'm on like a cliffhanger. And I can't continue because like he wants to watch it. I mean, I could. He would never know. Nor would he like I don't care if he cares, but since I'm nice ish. I'll wait, but yeah. Yeah, I've heard this really good. I've heard the Beef is really good. It's definitely on my list. I want to see it. I just finished watching. The hell was the name of it? On Netflix. I did watch this show by myself because we watched the first episode in my my Euro Arab cinema class. We watched the first episode of it. God, what the hell's the name of it? I have to look it up. Get out of here. I want to search. What was the name of it? And of course, I've already watched all of it. It's like not in my feed anymore. How can I not? It was good. It was really good. I just can't remember what the hell it was called. God damn. I'm gonna have to Google it. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts. Can you check your? Is there a history on Netflix? Not me Googling Muslim shows because I don't know what I'm looking for. I think that's what it's called. Hold on, let me double check. Mo. It's called Mo. M-O. Mo. I knew it was like shortened something. And another season is coming, but I binged the whole season in like a day. But we watched the first episode at work. And it's like a comedy, drama comedy. A little bit of both. But yeah. It says, yeah, living in Texas, Mo loses his job at a mobile store and looks for a new gig as his Palestinian family waits on their pending asylum request. But yeah, it's like that's the description of the first episode. But yeah, it was really good. It's only 8 episodes. They're only like a half hour to 20 some minutes long. So I binged the entire season and it was good. And I'm really glad that we're getting another season because it was really good. Oh, I need to watch more. Yeah. I know it's short. Yeah. Yeah. Mo is, yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Mo is really good. Definitely recommend. And funny, but it's also a little deep because it does deal with immigration. Like not immigration, but well, yes, but it deals with a Palestinian immigrant family. It's really good. It's really good. It's also very relevant to the U.S. Unfortunately, because he does live in Texas, and it's interesting. But oh, you started Superstore? I love Superstore. Superstore is that like before I got this new job that I love. But when I was working at CVS, how can you watch that show when you live that show? And I'm like, I don't know. Like the main character, like some of the stuff she says, it's like, yep. Like the first when they're talking about um the new guy or whatever, he has like all that, and then there's Amy. I forget the guy's name, the main guy's name, but he's like, she says like, yeah, it's the same, like they're setting seasonal, and she's like, yeah, it's the same stuff that's same last year and the same stuff before that and the same stuff. And I'm like, I'm literally have said that, like the same seasonal shit that we get every year, and I'm like, yeah, it's the same shit. It's not like anything surprising. And we would have people like that new guy that would come in and like be like all like energized and excited, and it's like and then you have people seasoned like Amy or whatever, and it's like yeah. I also purposely never wore a name badge. She like always wears the name badge and she changes the name, But I purposely never wore a name badge because people would like say your name. It was really creepy and I didn't like it. So I stopped wearing a name badge. I would only wear one when we'd get like corporate visits. Yes, Jonah. Yes. Yeah. Then he does that cute thing with the stars on the ceiling, and it's a good show. So if you've ever worked retail, it is pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. It's funny. I love the little like the show always does like those little like random shots of somewhere like in the store, like it'll just cut to like a random thing that like a customer's doing. And I loved those scenes because they were so relatable. Like the one episode they like cut to, I remember like someone like counting out pennies or something. Like I can't remember specifically, but like out of like a plastic Ziploc baggie, and I'm like, I have literally lived that. Like, but it was, I love those little scenes of the show because it's a good like just chill and watch show. Put on while you're eating or something, and yeah. Like a kid on their own, like doing something. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Or like a customer putting like something like ice cream or something up on a shelf. Yeah. Yeah. That show is great. I watched that whole show when it came out. My favorite character is Dina, I think, is like my favorite character. But I am definitely more of an Amy. But Dina was like pretty freaking hilarious character. She fought for that role too. She wanted that role. Like, yeah. That actress, she like literally fought for that role. She really wanted that role. And she got it. And she did a phenomenal job. It has that same kind of like almost office style energy a little bit. I don't know, but not because it isn't like a mockumentary or anything. But it does kind of have like those same like goofy like slice of life kind of vibes, maybe is what like I'm going for. But I definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it. Kay Kelly, it's a good show. Oh, Mark McKinney. Yes, yes. His really like high pitched voice too. And when something happens, like he like has to like confront someone, it's just like he's just won't do it. And then you have Dina. Him and Dina are this is why you should pay your writers. Like this is why writers are on protest, because you should pay your writers, because Dina and him, the manager character, those two characters like being foils of each other is such brilliant writing, because I have literally been in the position of Dina where I've been like the assistant manager and the manager is just weak and doesn't do anything and won't do any confrontation or anything, and I had to be like the Dina and actually like whip people in line. That's a terrible phrase. I take that back because that is bad. But you had like yeah. So like those two, that writing for those two characters, just that alone, like send them an Emmy. Like it is phenomenal. Such good writing. Pay your damn writers, because AI cannot write that show. That's for sure. Because AI has never worked retail. It's like, oh my, I can't show you because like the laptop won't reach over that way because it's plugged in. But Obi is like upside down like this, with his fangs just sticking out, his mouth like cracked open, just laying. He looks dead. Oh, but his eyes just moved, so he's not dead. He's just looking at me like he is. Are you comfortable, Oberyn? You good? You look dead. And I don't like it. It's actually kind of creeping me out. You good? You good? I don't like it. Can you stop doing it? I need to pet him because it's freaking me out. Are you okay? Oh, you're fine. See? Okay, you're fine. Okay. You looked really creepy. You look dead. I didn't like it. I've had a kitty pass away in my arms before. I don't like it. Don't do that. It's creepy. I love you. I love you. You're a goofball, but I love you. Trying to give me a heart attack. I'm making stand up. Yeah. Oh, was it the was that the Drew Lynch video? Drew Lynch did a video not too long ago of that, like of the AI writing one of his jokes and then him writing a joke. It's so bad, so bad. I know, like people. And then, like, I've been seeing, like, people online, like, try to, like, be like, it's taking over. They don't need to pay writers and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I bet you sit on your ass and watch TV shows all the time. So, shut the fuck up. I'm saying that as someone who sits on their ass all the time and watches TV shows. It's like, everything, every media you consume is a writer is behind it. So pay the fucking writers. But like I've been seeing people like try to argue like, well, maybe they should stop like rehashing the same thing then. Maybe then they'll get paid. And I'm like, what the fuck? Tell me you don't understand anything at all. It's like for every like reboot of a TV show or a movie, there is like 200 original TV shows and movies. Like, not to mention that even when you do a reboot, you still need writers because you still need to reboot the material. You still need to rewrite the material. And that is sometimes harder because you're actually like trying to do justice to something that's already existed. Like, it's not as easy as like people think it is. I don't know. I am biased. I was an English creative writing major, so I'm biased, but I think people should pay their fucking writers. If you like watching TV, pay the fucking writers. Like, I'm biased. I'm biased, but why on earth think that? Yeah. It's okay to say a whole vacation to say they don't need to get paid. Yeah. It's just, yeah, exactly. There wouldn't be reboots if people didn't watch reboots. Like, so clearly, people wouldn't like everything that's ever made is made because people think they're going to get money from it. It's not made just that. Like, yes, there is art that goes into making those things. Like, the writing is an art. Like, and everything involved with making a TV show is an art form. But like, it's the bottom line for all of entertainment is money. So like, if no one was watching any of these reboots, they wouldn't make them because it wouldn't. Why would they? There's no money, so why would they? And it's like I hate people who don't understand like how fucking writing works. Ah! Yeah, reviews count. Yeah, New audiences, yeah. Me either, really. Like I don't really like reboots either, but like yeah, there's a reason why people do them. It's not only thing that writers do. Like these people act like it's the only thing that writers do. Like they like people have been trying, the people who are against these writers going on strike, which are losers, people against them. But it's like the people against them are acting like the writers aren't creative, and therefore they don't come up with any new ideas, is what these people are saying. So therefore they should not be paid. They should get a real job, is what a lot of people have been saying. And I'm like, y'all are trash. You need to get a real job. Never watch TV again. It's like, and it's not even just TV, it's commercials, it's TV, it's movies. Like it's everything. Everything. Writers are behind everything. Every form of media that you consume. But anyway, sorry. That's my tangent. That's another one of my tangents for the day. Pay your damn writers. Because they are artists and they work fucking hard. But anyway. It's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. I don't care. If you want to continue, I can continue. If not, we'll find something else. I don't care. I was lukewarm though. Like, yeah, it was just okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was a 3-star, I think. I'm gonna put my notes inside here though. It's gonna be a bookmark. Oh, and then I have a quote that I came up with while doing dishes. That's for one of my novels. Where can I put this? So I'm gonna put this in here and forget about it. I'm gonna put my notes in here as like a bookmark, even though I've already read the book. I had a burp. There we go. Oh my god, I should probably eat something. I haven't eaten like hardly anything today. I made these. Josh got these like Blue Apron meals. He got them for free or something or some deal. I don't know. I don't ask again. I don't ask. I just do what I'm told. But he got these Blue Apron meals and they were. I haven't had a good meal yet. I just. And Josh is like, you're just really picky. I'm like, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if it's because I'm picky, which I am, but like, I'm just basic, you know? I'm just basic. Just give me a jar of sauce and some noodles, and I'm good. Like, we don't need to get all foofy and make these crazy concoctions. Anyway, sorry. I'm annoyed by Blue Apron. It's not their fault. It's just me. I'm the problem. It's me. Personally, would not like to. Yeah, I'm okay with not continuing unless you guys want to. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is. It comes out June 6th already. Jeez. It'll come. It'll come while I'm on. No, it won't. It'll come before I go on vacation. I think. Yeah, it will. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry for picking it. It was a good try. I liked like the illustrations. I like a good like. Well, this is younger even than Middlegate. It feels like, but I like a good kids book with illustrations. It wasn't that. And it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like it was a terrible book. It was just, eh. Yeah, it showed a lot of promise. It just, eh. It's not like it was a hard read. It took me a day. Well, 2 technically, but yeah, I would have picked it up too. Yeah, well, I did. Well, because you said to. You mentioned it, and we made it the book, so I did. But no, I would have picked it too because ladybugs. What is that? Anyway. I don't have any pics here. They're in the room. Oh no! Stop yawning. Oh. Oh yes. Her new book. Yeah, that's on pre-order. That's coming. What? I did have a whole bunch of books the last time we were here, but I can't remember. I can't remember what they were. Do you want middle grade or YA? We don't have any here now. I'm sorry for the big yawn. Do you want me to go pick some what words? Words. Do you want me to grab some middle grade talk? Do you want to read middle grade? Do you want to read YA? Or adult? Well, we don't really ever read adult, but you know. I can go get some off the shelf and bring them over, but I don't know. I don't know what you want to read. I'm trying to think of like what's on my shelf. We never have read adult. Probably because I don't read as well. Do you want me to go get some books? Something with pictures? Okay. Do you want me to bring you with? I could just bring you guys. Just close your eyes for a minute. Adults are scary. Just don't, it's gonna get wobbly. So close your eyes. Oh my goodness, my laptop is hot. It's on fire. It's on fire. Ouch, 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 ouch. It's overheated. Oh, my coffee's no longer good. It's beeping. Sorry. It's dark in here. Okay. Hold on. Sorry to make you dizzy. Okay. Oh. Flip that over. Okay. This is my TBR shelf. Okay. TBR shelf. Middle grade. Pictures. Oh. Does not have pictures. Oh, it has a really pretty inside. Oh, Jesus. This one has pictures. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one though. Yes, you can open your eyes. This one's got pictures. It's called A Small Zombie Problem. I don't know what it's about. It says book 1. So I only have book 1. I got it at a store, or a cheap store. This one doesn't have pictures. That's middle grade too. Zoe Washington. We want pictures, right? And that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, she's up there. Yeah, there's a chair there, so it wasn't that big of a jump for her. She's just showing off. I think she's cool. Let me know if you see anything that you like. I'm trying to pull all the middle grade, and I'm looking for pictures. I got Pet, which I haven't read yet. That one. This is so far. This zombie one is the only one that has pictures so far. I'm looking for middle grade with pictures. No. pictures? Nothing has pictures. What the hell is the point? Why does nothing have pictures? I don't know if you can even see the books because it's not very close. Oh, you want that one? Where is it? Oh, do not fall. And do not knock that down on my head. It will hurt. The zombie one? A small zombie problem? Kay Kelly, can you get access to this one? It's up to you guys if this is what you want to read. I don't know where. This was $2 at an Ollie's near me. I don't even know what it's about. I think it's got family problems. I don't even know. I don't know. I can read the synopsis if you want, but do you want to read this? This is like the only one I have that has pictures too. I don't understand. Why don't they put more pictures in books? Just because I'm not a kid does not mean I don't want pictures. It's like people driving outside over there. No, okay, we're going. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes so you don't get dizzy. Oh, we're going back. Oh God, there's like cats everywhere. Okay. Okay. Ouch! I almost fell. Okay, we're back. You can open your eyes. I always tell you to close your eyes because I don't want you to get dizzy because I know sometimes, at least for me, that stuff makes me dizzy. But yeah, this is oh, there's a little froggy. Same difference. But yeah, this one has pictures. Oh, I gotta stop looking. This is book 1. I don't know if it's how many are in this series or not, but I never even heard of this series until I saw it at this store. Ollie's. Good stuff, cheap. It's in that store. I don't know how many books there are in this series. I'm gonna find out. If we end up enjoying it, there are 3 books. It says. When did the 3rd one come out? Oh, in 2022. Is it still going? Is the series still going? This guy was born in Kenya, raised in Scotland. Okay. Well, we'll see if it's. I guess we'll see if it's good or not, because it's got pretty high ratings actually. At least the third book does. The ratings go up. But this came out in 2019. I didn't even know. I literally just bought it for the cover because I like the cover. Yeah, I always tell you because I don't want you to get sick just because I'm moving my thing. Things Auguste Dupont did not think he'd ever have to worry about: a stolen hot sauce recipe, a legendary white alligator, one small zombie problem. There's 3 books. I don't know. It's an expensive book. The regular price is $17. Well, I can't read. Am I blind? What is going on? For Canada, it's $22.99, so $23. And I got it for $2. Ha! I love this. I need to go to this store. I haven't been there in a while, but I need to go. Oh, maybe I'll go Saturday because Josh has to work. I have to go when he's not home because I got to sneak the books into the house because he can't know. I recently got, what the hell did I just get in the mail? I just got a book in the mail and I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna ask if my sister wants it, I guess. Cause I pre-ordered a book. This happens all the time to me. I either pre-order a book more than once because I have ADHD and I forgot that I already pre-ordered it because I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm just make interesting decisions. But or I pre-order a book and it ends up being in one of my book boxes. That happens a lot too. So I have a copy of, I don't even remember what it's called. Can't see it from here. I don't know. It's Queer Book, and I pre-ordered it, and then it came in Rainbow Crate. So I'm like, what am I going to do with it? I'm like, now I have 2 copies. And one of them, I'm keeping the Rainbow Crate because it comes with an extra, they always put, I've showed you before, they always put that extra jacket, like a new cover on it, but they have the original underneath. But yeah. Yeah. So it's like, so then I like, yeah, I want that edition. So I'm going to give my other edition. Maybe I'll give it to my sister. I'll see if she wants it, maybe. It's a Queer Book. I just don't remember what it's about. I just remember I pre-ordered it forever ago. And now I have 2 copies, and I don't need 2 copies. And I realized the other day I have 2 copies of Gilded ones as well. But I don't know. Oh, a used bookstore for credit? Oh. I don't know. We have a really bad used bookstore in town, but we don't have like a good used bookstore. The closest like good used bookstore is like 40 minutes away, 45 to an hour with traffic. There's a cat bookstore not too far away, but I don't know if they buy books. Honestly, I would just donate it to them at this point. Like I don't know what to do with it. But I'll see if my sister, oh no, they work on Paperback Swap, but it's like, it's a brand new book, you know, like, and on Paperback Swap, I feel like it's too good to go. That sounds dumb, but it's like too good of a book to put on there. Like, kind of want to just give it to my sister. Well, I'll see if my sister wants it first. I could sell it myself, but that seems like way too much work. I'd rather give the damn thing away. Yeah, the library saves my life. I'm sorry, I'm behind. A cat bookstore, yes. Yes. To get a book and a cat, you can adopt kitties. They have cats that wander around their bookstore. So well, Kay Kelly, you don't have Instagram, but Shannon, you have Instagram. Look up Cupboard Maker Books. It's called. Hold on, I'll put the whole name. Cupboard Maker. I think that's their name. I gotta double check now. But they're not that far away from me. But Cupboard Maker Books, yes, all one. If you put it together as all one word, that's like their name. But they are an independent bookstore, new and used. And they have cats. They have store cats, so they have cats that just wander around. Zach is my favorite, although I do like Mouse too as well. Mouse is really sweet as well, but Zach is my guy. He's super sweet. He's the greatest cat ever. He's awesome. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anybody hear that? I'm sorry. Well, you're playing with a hair tie, so you don't even know what's going on. But they also work on they work with a shelter to adopt out cats as well. So they will often have other cats in their store. But yeah, it's a huge bookstore. It's huge. It's really big. And then they have store cats and fosters. Yes. So it's awesome. So you'll just be wandering around and all of a sudden a cat will walk up to you. Or you'll just be wandering around and all of a sudden a cat's just asleep on a bookshelf. It's like it's great. It's great. I think they have like 3 or 4 store cats. And then they always have foster cats. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a cat bookstore. It's fantastic. 10 out of 10. It's like one of my favorite bookstores. The Strand is one of my favorite bookstores, obviously, but like in New York City. But Cupboard Maker Books is fantastic, and I've only been a couple of times because it's so far away. But I think I'm gonna go up there when. So Josh goes on vacation. He's going. The last time he went on a trip, I can't remember where he went. Last time he went on a trip was the last time I went up to that bookstore, and I spent like over $100 on books. Like I got a huge box full of books. Like I went a little overboard. But yeah, I went a little overboard. So if I do end up going there, I usually go when Josh is not home, so I can sneak the books into the house because it's a lot of books. And then I just put them up. What I do is I put them up on the shelves, and he doesn't know. He only notices that there's more books if he sees them coming in. If he doesn't see them coming in, and I just sneak them onto the shelves, he doesn't know the wiser. I don't want to play fetch. That's where my hair tie got to. I was looking for that one. Oh, I see. I see. You stole it. Oh. Why do you smell like a dirty rag? Huh? What are you cuddling? That's dirty and musty. You want this? She's purring so loud. There, I'll put it on your wrist. To make cupboards, I don't know why it's called Cupboard Maker Books. I don't remember. It's delightful though. Ouch. Yeah, I have to sneak my books in. He doesn't. It's not so much like he's not going to stop me from buying books. Like that's never going to happen. But I just get tired of hearing it. Oh, do you need more books? Yes, I do. Fuck off. Well, I mean, I read all the time because I'm on. Ouch! I hit my wrist on the door. That hurt. Because I'm on what, like 115 books so far this year or something like that. So clearly I'm reading a lot, and that was with school. What's gonna happen when I'm done? Like now, well, I mean now that I'm done. Like think of how many books I'm gonna read. Yeah. Help me read something for my shelves. Yeah. Really did hurt my wrist. Ouch. It's like a funny bone in the wrist. Ouch. Hit it just right. He just, I don't know. And he's like, we don't have the space. And I'm like, clearly we do, because when you're not here, I sneak them in and put them on the shelf and you don't notice the difference. So clearly we have plenty of space for books. Sorry, she's playing fetch. You couldn't tell. But he's been looking for the Dune books, but he doesn't want to buy them. So I just got the third one for free on Paperback Swap, but he's like, oh, great, a book that I can't read yet because I haven't read this. I'm like, I can't fucking win with you. I'm like, it was free. I'm like, yeah, obviously you're not going to read it yet, but eventually maybe the second book will come on there for free. Yeah, he's read the first one, and I wish I'm never going to read it, I don't think. It's too big. That's what she said. But I really like the new editions that they've been putting out. Like, I think they're really pretty. So I would have gotten that, but it's dense. Yeah, I feel like it needs to be audio booked, is what I feel like. It is too chunky. It needs to be audio booked for me. I feel like I would lose interest. Like, my ADHD would never like it. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever read it, though. I don't know. It's so big. It's like, just seems like I would just, like, zone out. It's definitely like an audiobook for me. And even then, I think I'd miss half of it. Yeah. See, and that's like Josh likes. Josh read all of the Dark Tower books, and I read the first 3, I think, and I said that I was done because they're just not good. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. It's like a little complicated in there. Yeah. I think it's like overhyped. I think it's overhyped. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I will see it eventually. I'm sure Josh is going to make me watch it. And he's read the first book, but I think he has. Yeah, he's read the first one, but I just because I bought him the first one, but like I don't think it's a series for me. I think it's going to be too dense. So yeah, it's fine when I'm buying books for him, but when they're for me, then it's a problem. What do you want? You want me to throw this? Are you ready? You ready? 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 She's spoiled. So today she was laying on the couch, right? I just got these free cat things from work, the meat tube things. Because I always get free samples because I work for a company that is contracted by a grocery store. So there's always free samples of all this, all the things, all kinds of things, random crap. And today there were free samples of those meat tube cat things. And she was on the couch today, looking cute as ever, and laying on top of the meat things because I threw all my samples on the couch to show Josh. And there was no other cats around except for Oberon, who was like sleeping like a little bit away, and he didn't notice. So I gave her a meat tube, didn't I? Yeah. Did you get a meat tube? Did you? You're not gonna talk about it. That's good. We don't tell nobody. So I spoiled her. Josh is like, that's favoritism. Like, shh. I gave Aria a meat tube. She loved it. And then I threw it away. And of course, like I look over and 2 seconds later, she's like her butt is sticking out of the trash can. She's trying to dig it out of the trash can. And I look over and she got it in her mouth, like the empty tube. And I had to bury it at the bottom of the trash can. I'm like, I should have never given that to you. It's like, what are you doing? That's where our free samples, though. Yeah, we get them because we set up the products and we set up the planograms and all that. So we always get like free samples of things because they send free samples out so that way we know what the measurements are and we know what the packaging looks like and we can take photos and we can measure it and we can make sure it fits into the set and do all the work behind it. And then they always put the free samples out for anyone to grab. It's one of the best perks of my job. I love it. Oh, should. I'm like, what? Should. I thought maybe I said something and I don't know. Yes, we should. Before I keep going off on tangents. Oh yeah, Cover Maker Books is up. I was looking at them. Oh, here, since Kay Kelly you don't have Instagram, you can see. It's kind of hard to see. But that's Zach. That's my boy. Oh, I love him. But yeah, see, it's like a big bookstore in the background. They got just a big old bookstore. See? Kind of hard to see. It's like kind of glare. But yeah. They got little ramps for them to go up on everything. And yeah, it's a big old bookstore. Anyway. Yes. A time. Sorry. I know. And I haven't eaten like anything today. I should probably eat something before bed. It's like 9:00. I have a half day tomorrow, so I will probably be staying up late tonight. So it doesn't matter. Because I have a half day, so I can do what I want. I just found out today that I have a half day, so. And I have off Monday too, so woohoo. Anyway, what am I looking for? I am on vacation the week of the 12th. That whole week. I'm on vacation up until Juneteenth. Juneteenth is my last day. So, last day of vacation. So I'm busy that week, so I cannot do it that week. I will be on a cruise. Don't forget to eat. That's the ADHD there. No, I tried to eat. I made that disgusting Blue Apron meal, and it was nope. I took one bite and I'm like, this is yours. I'm like, this is yours, Josh. I don't want it. This is nasty. I don't like it. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. He'll eat it. I won't. I should have ordered a pizza. That's what I should have did. Oh, thanks for showing me the cats. Yeah. June 27th. I don't think I have any plans that day. Oh, the next day there's a Cupboards Maker Books fantasy event. Oh. I'm putting it on my calendar. See, that's weird. See? The world knows. Or Thursday 29th. I don't care. Either any day works for me at this point. I have no obligations. Thursday mornings and Monday mornings are my days in office, but that doesn't affect us. So I have no plans on any like set day of the week. But I will remember to eat, or my stomach will hopefully remind me. Yeah, it's so cat friendly. It's such a cute bookstore. Oh, you like you're off on Thursday, so you like Thursdays. Yeah, whatever works. Doesn't matter to me. I don't have no plans. And it doesn't matter if like for me Thursdays, because I work from home on Fridays, so I don't have to get up as early, which is nice. So it doesn't matter to me. But okay, so we're going with 20. Yeah, that works for me. I don't think I have any plans. If something comes up, I'll let you know, but I don't think I have any plans. Just celebrate Pride Month. Can't believe it's gonna be Pride Month already. I gotta change my my email signature to rainbow again, like I did last year. Make everything rainbow. Even my I don't have them up here, but my folder for the month of June at work, because I do all like the remodel stuff, and I have a folder for every month. Even my folder I made rainbow colors. I'm ready because June's folder is just rainbow because it's Pride Month. Okay, same time. What time? What time is it? 7? Same time. What? I gotta write down the book. A small zombie. We'll just put a small zombie. Small zombie. Live. Same place. Same place, same station. Same bat channel, same bat station. I don't think this will be like a hard read either, because it's pretty. Well, that's a picture towards the end. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's pretty. It's pretty big font. So I'm assuming that it's in the same age range as like this one, as like this book was. I don't know what it's about. I did read it, but I didn't like read it. Like I didn't really focus on it. so I'm kind of going in blind. I literally bought it because of the cover, I think. Yeah, I think that's literally why I bought it. Because who doesn't love zombies? And I think when I bought it, I paged through and saw pictures, and I'm like, yep. So I'll have to go to this. I'll have to go there. Maybe I'll go there on Saturday to Ollie's and see if there's any more illustrated. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're gonna look up more kids. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to Ollie's and I'll look in their kids section and see if there's any more illustrated kids books. Yeah. Because I have a lot of middle grade on my TBR, but not a lot of not a lot of illustrated middle grade. See, this is like middle grade, but it's like a little bit younger, kind of, just a tiny bit. We're just gonna call it middle grade with pictures. Kids books, illustrated kids books, big kids books. I don't know. But I'll have to go. I'll have to go there tomorrow and I'll see if not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll go there Saturday and see if after I drop Josh off at work. I'll see if they have any more. They've got this bookstore. Well, it's not a bookstore. What am I saying? It's not a bookstore. Ollie's, this store is like an outlet store. I don't know if you guys have them. I don't think they're in Canada. I know they have some in like like in Buffalo, New York, which is right near Canada-ish, near the border-ish. But I don't think they have any in Canada. But yeah, Ollie's, yeah. And I don't think there's any on the West Coast either. So I think it's more of like a northeast thing. But it's like it's just an outlet store. Like they buy outlet stuff in bulk. So but they have a whole books section in their stores. But they have everything you could think of. Like they have furniture and they have carpets. A lot of people get their carpets there because they have really good deals on carpets. And they have stuff for your house. Like they have pots and pans, and then they have groceries, and then they have toys, and sometimes they have clothes, but not really that often. I never look at them though. I literally go in for the books. But yeah, it's just an outlet store. So they just buy in bulk from like these things. So but it's like, I don't know, and then they mark them down like really cheap. Like I said, this book was $2. It's like I always say, because I don't shop at Book Outlet anymore. I don't shop on their website anymore because they're mean poo-poo heads. But I always say that like if you shop on Book Outlet, the Ollie's is like Book Outlet prices in person. If not, then better. Like it is, yeah, it is the place. It's good. It's some cheap stuff. You trying to use bookstore with cats? Oh, I'm sure you just gotta look them up. I'm sure there's one somewhere near you. It's a popular thing. It's becoming more and more of a popular thing, I think. Or bookstores where they end up getting cats. Oh, here we go. Cat store. There's one. I think there's one in Seattle. Twice sold books. They got kitties. Oh, they got lots of kitties. Twice sold books. Oh my goodness. Cute. Yeah, just Google cat bookstore near you and you should be able to find one. But I don't know where you live specifically, but there's one right in Seattle, it said. Hey, there's I Googled cat bookstore, and the first article that came up was bookstore in Pennsylvania that has adoptable cats roaming the store. Yeah, I wish you could adopt Zach, but he's a permanent resident. But yeah. Oh, there you go. There's Book Riot did an article on cat bookstores. There's a whole list. I don't know if my bookstore is on it. My bookstore is on it. Yeah. But they did a whole. That's pretty cool. They did a whole list. There you go. Okay, sorry. I'm tangents. Go find a cat bookstore. We'll see you next month. Next month? God. Next month with this. Maybe you'll see me make a video here and there. But maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna go on vacation while we're gone. While we're reading. But anyway, yes. Go check out some cat bookstores. Thank you. Enjoy the reading. Enjoy until next time. I will probably get caught up on your videos, Shannon, while we're going on this month. When I see you, by the time I see you, I'm gonna go eat some food first. Yes, go book shopping. Go book shopping. Waste all the money on books because I said so. And I'm gonna go book shopping on Saturday. And farmers market. Oh, I could do that Saturday too. I could go to the farmers market on Saturday. That's a good idea. Anyway, lots of tangents in the future. Anyway, enjoy. We'll see you. I'm gonna go make something to eat. Something. I'm gonna eat something. And then pass out probably. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. He's yelling. He fucking hates people, he just said. Me too. Except for you guys. Anyway. Cat's got the zoomies. I'm gonna go. Good night. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Bye. Bye, Josh. Yeah. Cats have got the zoomies. Okay. Have a good night. Have a good night. Good night. Bye. Oh, it's crazy. Crazy house. Crazy house. Bye. Oh my goodness.